Hello, my name is Darwin Fortuna, and I am one of the principals of Flow Design Architects. Here I am at the studio, and I want to introduce our firm to you. Flow Design Architects is made out of, myself, Principal Darwin Fortuna, and Principal Marco Severino, and a team of people that, we're thankful to have. We focus on work, live, and well-being spaces, meaning spaces where you work, places where you live, and healthcare related projects. We're based out of Salem, Massachusetts, just about 30 minutes away from Boston, and we are architects. Our address is 50 Grove Street in Salem, Mass, and our suite is 226. Um, we want to talk about us, right, in general. So, flow, we believe in making people's lives better, easier, and simpler, whichever way we can as architects. Our designs can do that. And hopefully, if we're lucky, we can do a little bit more than that. Um, we were founded in 2017 by myself, Darwin Fortuna, and partner Marco Severino. We became, me and Marcos became a little frustrated with the lack of diversity and opportunities that we found in the field of architecture for people of a variety of backgrounds. We felt like our opinions weren't heard, or at least we felt or noticed that our ideas weren't really making any impact. Um, we believe that diversity and differentiation are high level assets to be leveraged and embraced. So we sort of welcome diversity. Diversity is kind of our bread and butter. Flow design emerged from the desires of creating a better world through design fueled by diversity and creativity. uh, we are a team as diverse as it can be, right? We have people from, Brazil, the Dominican Republic, Colombia, El Salvador, Mexico, India, China, Russia, Japan. I mean, you name it. That's what we welcome. We love it. We love the diversity. In fact, here at the office, we play music from every country, even when we don't understand what they're playing. We just like diversity. We just believe in that as an asset, right? And what we've learned, I personally uh, was part of a NCAR event, the licensing advisor summit in Minneapolis, and they presented this to me, and it was mind blowing. So it says that diverse teams poorly managed don't really perform very well. They're not so great. Diverse team, well managed, outperform homogeneous teams. So if you get a team of people all the same race, same color, same culture together, even well managed, they will not outperform a diverse team well managed. Flow is a diverse team well managed, or at least we'd like to think that way. Um, Things that jump out at us whenever we think about flow, we think about value, process driven, nimble, change drivers, passionate, creative, bold, diverse, right? Innovators, willing, becomers, hard workers, reliable, efficient, educators. We're all educators. I myself teach at the Boston Architectural College. Um, Very productive and responsible people. Those are kind of some of the core words that jump out at us. And all of us together put these words together. It wasn't just me or my partner or anybody else. We all of us together just decided what things jump out at us whenever we think about flow. Trust, right? Trust. Oh my goodness, that's so important. Um, Flow. We're not rigid in here, right? We welcome ideas, we evaluate them, and make sure that the best ones make the cut, right? Flow. That's where we flow. And what's our niche? Like I said, we do workspaces, live, and well-being spaces. These are the things that we love the most. I have a background in healthcare. My partner has a background in healthcare. Most of the team have a background in residential spaces. I have a background in sort of business office spaces and things like that. And so does my partner. So that's our niche. That's what we love to do. And typically the team um, is led by a partner, either myself or Marcos, and then a lead designer, senior designer like Julio Gutierrez will be involved in the project and sort of um, guide the rest of the team throughout the project. We are as fun as we can possibly be. These photos are from one of our summer outings, and we're super flexible, super open. We like to empower talent, find talent, and empower talent. We don't have feelings for people here. The idea is that everybody can grow. It's almost a free for all, but managed. Okay, we manage it very well. Um, just to give you a little sense of where we're at, from Boston, we're about 36 minutes. Actually, it's about 30 minutes from Boston, but I put the Boston Architectural College 320 University as a reference because most of us here at Flow are BAC graduates, or some of them are actually students that are still in the BAC. So that's kind of our home, right? That's where we're from, right there. Boston Architectural College. So shout out to the Boston Architectural College. We love it there. We teach there. I teach there, and many of the people here are students there. And we have experiences at three different levels, or all levels, right? Small, medium, and large. So I'm going to talk to you about three different levels of projects, three different projects, without getting you bored, right? I don't want to spend all night talking, all day talking. So I just want to show you a few projects that we're very proud of. The first one is the Metro Farm Garage. That was the first project we ever did in 2017 when we opened the firm as a design studio, right? We didn't get licensed until 2018, so we were just a interior design studio. We could sketch garages, single family garages, things like that. Most of us were actually working at other places. We were doing this on the side for fun. We didn't even know where this was gonna go, but now we know, right? So it's between 1,000 and 10,000 square feet. That's what I believe is small. Metroform garage. So this one, is as much as it is the clients as it is ours. The client sketch all his stuff. The owner of Metroform Construction Clusters sketched his stuff. He was thinking about what he wanted. He had a foundation ready for over, I think 5, 7 years. Um, and never moved forward with the project. He was just waiting for the perfect time, for the moment to do this project. He didn't know what he wanted. He would change his mind. There is a house right next to this project, his house. This garage, he wanted it to complement the house, but his taste would change, ideas would change, and he finally landed off Flow, and like the things that we were talking about, like the concepts that we were talking about. He introduced us to another architect that he liked, uh, 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 Condi, Tom Condi, I think is his name. So, and he was like, I want a Condi building, like that, but I want to hire you guys to do it. And I think you guys can do it. And we're like, okay, challenge accepted. We're going to take care of it. So we began to extrapolate concepts from all of the things that Costas liked, the things that, you know, other people liked, and then we put them in here. Fontaine, the building didn't get finished, or at least the design didn't get really advanced in the construction until the the last movie for Toy Story came up. So we thought, some people were like, "Oh my goodness, this looks like a spaceship," and we're like, "Here you go, to infinity and beyond." So we did this kind of joking thing at that time. We're fun, so we like to have fun. So the project, the building does look like it's about to take off or just landed. It is a simple garage. It's located in Boxford, Mass. So if you're driving, I think it's Ipswich Road, you're gonna see that. And a lot of people post on our Instagram saying, "I almost get into an accident looking at that thing." I'm like, "Drive careful, buddy. Drive careful," because they've never seen anything like it, and we love it because that's what Flow is all about. So these are photos of the progress of the construction. We haven't taken photos of the end just yet, but this is kind of how it's looking. We took some language about exposing structure and things like that, like the beams actually extend a little bit. These overhangs, right? The slope of the roof slightly, almost like being pulled up. And also the views, right? It has a studio above and a car garage below. Um, and it's a studio hangout sort of space, storage space above. The owner is all into music, so chances are all of this is gonna turn into a party place, right? It's gonna be amazing. So at the same time, also storing the cars during these crazy winters we get here in Massachusetts. Medium project. So we picked this house as Indian Ridge Road, 33 Indian Ridge Road. It's located in Natick. It's just 3,000 square foot, although we said it's from 1,000 to 10,000. But for a house, we wanted to use this as a medium. It's a good size, medium size house. So on the residential side, this is a medium project to us. The house looked like this back in 2019. Owner and developers Peter Solaris and Donny Sedamore called Flow and said, let's do something here. We went all the way there. This was a picture taken looking at the project from the outside. I was there and I thought, this is going to be a masterpiece. This is going to be beautiful because nature's all around. The Charles River is right behind it. This is going to be amazing. So we sat down, Peter, the Flow team, including, Juan and Julio Gutierrez, and we started sketching Donnie also on the budget, it's a flip, right? So they wanted to buy this, turn it into a piece of, a gold, right? A diamond and sell it and make a profit, right? So we had to be careful and we had to wear architects had, developer had, sort of, builders had, and understand all of this. This was such an amazing design process, right? Desi Solaris was the interior designer on the project. And they staged the project too when we finished it. Boom. That's what it turned out to be. Amazing project. Fun fact, before we started Flow Design, I was doing a little side job for Greg Carell, the brother of Steve Carell. Yes, Steve Carell from The Office. And, I worked with him on the Rowley Police and Fire and did some renderings for the Dartmouth Police Station, just a little side work, right? Things like that. So it turns out that with the money I made doing that, is when we decided to incorporate Flow Design. That was the money that we used to incorporate Flow Design. Turns out that when I go to this site, I picked up some sets of drawings in there. Guess what? This house was renovated by Greg Carell, the brother of Steve Carell, who was the one that hired us to do some renderings for some of his projects. And we used those funds to incorporate Flow Design and establish ourselves as a company. We are renovating his project. Isn't that amazing? I mean, you don't get that all the time. We're renovating the project of the person that kind of basically made us real. He doesn't really know about it. I think for Christmas we're probably gonna send him a picture of this and say, "Hey, you remember this project?" But it turned out to be amazing. What did we do to this project? Well, renovated all of it, as you can see, right? Big shocking before and after. There were a lot of opportunities in this project. It had a lot of natural light and things like that. But we got to keep the budget friendly. So we reduced the amount of windows in some areas, but increased them in another one. Turned an area that was in this side, at the right side of the building, that was a deck, into living space for a kitchen in the first floor, right? And we enlarged the garage. The garage was just a single bay. We made it a double, two-car garage. And then give it a little pop of color in some areas. This house wanted to say, I am modern, I am new, and I'm cool, right? So that little, cedar on the side, popping in the middle, wish the door was actually black or gray, is white. That's beyond us, right? We did the best we could. I think he ended up changing. So if you drive by it, you're gonna see it. I think it's gray or black right now. So project turned out to be amazing. Became the home of the mid-century home of the week, mid-century modern home of the week by the Boston Globe. It went viral, right? We've gotten a ton of projects just because of this one. It sold within, I think, 3 days of, of going on the market. We worked a lot on that kitchen, the island, all the details on the project. It's a flip. You wouldn't believe this is a flip. If you don't know what a flip is when a developer gets a distressed property, right, renovates it for a budget, knowing that with the properties around, there's a chance that that property can also sell for much more than what it was purchased, right? So this one is a flip with flow, right? When you partner Peter Solaris, right, TV star from the show Flipping Boston, Donny Sedemwa, I mean, one of the top builders, developers in the game right now, right? There's nobody like him. And Flow Design Architects That's just look at it, right? It's just amazing, right? Stucco in the fireplace, a Venetian style, concrete, shiny, metallic look. It's got a bunch of different, waterfall effect on the island, like edge. Um, the niche, the niches in there for the lighting in the kitchen. I mean, it's just a masterpiece. We love this project. I recently saw it. I saw it not long ago. I didn't have a chance to see it until recently. And I wanted to cry. It just turned out a masterpiece. Very nicely done. Then another project that kind of, just came on the pipeline is this 30,000, 30,000, I think, or plus square feet project. 5056 Oliver Street in Fitchburg. Actually, it's 20,450 square feet. That's what it was. It ended up going beyond 30,000 square feet as we proceeded. The project was this 12 units. We looked at it. We were going to renovate the whole project. The owner is an amazing client, amazing developer, amazing person. She is whew, amazing. I mean, she's just wonderful to work with. And we saw the property, the access conditions of the property, and then noticed, not worth it. Why don't you demo the whole building and start over again? Right? He actually thought, yes, that's a great idea. So instead of 12 units, why don't we try to do more? Well, boom. We ended up putting in about 24 units in there. Pittsburgh, I mean, the community there has embraced this project so much. The client wants it to be lead certified or, platinum or silver or gold. She wants it to be energy efficient. But more importantly, she wants this project to be a top-notch project that caters towards underrepresented teams, diverse people, underrepresented communities, right? That's what we're all about. Flow is all about that. I mean, we jumped at the opportunity of working on this project. It's right in front of the police station in Fitchburg. It's got many moving parts to it. Beautiful, modern, edgy, clean. Um, it caters towards veterans, uh, people with disabilities, right? Um, and Section 8 members, also students from the Fitchburg State, right? State University. So that's the niche of that project. That's what the project's catering towards. And we're very happy with it. We're very excited about it. We've already gotten a lot of notoriety for it, and people are just welcoming this project. We get calls and texts about it. It's going through the zoning board of appeals process right now. And we're just very blessed to be working on this project. These are some of the views. We activated a corner that was right now. I mean, look at that. Right on the represented between Oliver and Adams Street. Now the corner is enhanced. This is still in the preliminary design stages, right? We're still gonna keep developing it. It's gonna keep going more and more. But these are, in a little nutshell, the things that we're working on right now, what we're all about, and the projects that we're working on. And this is the team. This is Flow Design. And thank you so much. I hope you guys like that presentation. Short and simple, but it does tell you a little bit about what we are and what we do. Did I actually record?